Buddha.
What's good, royal family? It is Queen's Throne, and I'm back at you again for another video. Today, we're gonna talk about Michael E. NOAK, aka Brother Polight, quote unquote Brother Polight. Today, if you guys remember, is June 21st, 2023, and he was scheduled for a sound set, aka a pre-trial, at 9 a.m. in Dade County. Now, there was a continuance, you guys, but this time for a different reason, but I guarantee the case is moving forward. Let's check out the court footage, and then I'll meet you on the other side with any final thoughts. Let's go.
Your Honor, if I may, prior to starting the Nelson hearing, is it possible to call a case on the
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead.
On page 13 of Your Honor's calendar, Michael NOAK,
All right, you're okay.
rating draft on behalf of the state.
All right, page 13. Counsel, state your name for the record.
David Terrace on behalf of the defendant, Michael NOAK.
Okay, thank you. And I believe there may have been a couple of people on Zoom. I don't know what the relationship was on the case. Okay, yes, ma'am. State.
Your Honor, I believe at this time, we'll be asking for a joint continuance, but to set this case rate plea, either sometime within the next 2 weeks. We have come to a plea agreement. I've sent over a written plea agreement to defense counsel. Just so that Your Honor is aware, what we wish to happen is for the defendant to enter into the plea within the next 2 weeks, but we are going to suspend the sentence. The state is asking 60 days. I know the defense is going to make its own request, but we're asking 60 days so that then the defendant can surrender, because this will require incarceration.
All right. And is there going to be a mitigation at the time of surrender, or how is this going to work?
Yes, Your Honor. So essentially, he'll enter into a plea and then we will mitigate it upon surrender.
Okay.
But we do wish to enter into a plea already within the next week so that essentially there is a resolution to the case and then he will surrender upon a date that's set by the
Next week is a C week.
Your Honor, I think we were hoping for the week, at least the week of where the trial is currently set for.
July 3rd.
Which is the week of July 3rd.
3rd, 4th, 5th. What is the Friday of that week? The week of the 3rd.
7th.
All right, July 7th.
That works for the state.
All right, July 7th, Ray plea, defendant to be in person. It's a joint continuous. Okay, anything further on Michael NOAK?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, thank you both. Okay, take care.
So let's unpack what just happened, okay? Now, there is a continuance. There is a joint continuance. The judge had already ruled that there will be no continuations in the case. However, this is a different type of continuance. See, Brother Polight was scheduled for a trial July 3rd, 2023. However, since this plea has been offered by the state, he has agreed to it. He would actually have to do that officially in court. However, if he does take that plea, and it seems like himself and his attorney agreed to the terms of the plea, into which we know nothing about at this time, besides the fact that the prosecutor stated that he's going to be incarcerated if he in court takes that plea. Now, we don't know if that's going to be some jail time, prison time. We don't know what the plea deal is exactly, but they had to continue it to remove the trial off of the docket and insert the plea deal, which will take place July 7th of 2023. So during the duration of this case, Michael E. NOAK, aka quote unquote Brother Polight, has showed up in court, I believe, one time. But for the pre-trial sentencing, the judge has ordered that he actually physically appear, obviously so that he can, in court, take the plea deal officially. Now, there was talks about suspending a sentence for 60 or so days. Maybe they're gonna allow him to get his, affairs in order or whatever. which means that what they're aiming for is next court date, Brother Polight takes the plea deal officially in court, and then they suspend the sentencing for that amount of days, and then he is to turn himself in for incarceration. And with that, my only concern would be after taking the plea deal and him supposed to come back after those days, is he gonna try to run or not? However, the fact that the prosecutor stated that there's a plea deal on the table and Brother Polight agreed to it and he's going to be incarcerated, I'm interested in finding out the details of the plea deal. But since it's a plea deal, I don't want to get too excited, but in order to take this plea deal, he would have to plead guilty to the plea deal, the charges that are now going to be before him. So the charges may change. He won't probably be charged with all 4 L&L'S and the contributing to a minor. Again, I want to see what is going on with the plea deal, what has actually been offered. We don't have long. We have a little bit over 2 weeks before the next court date. However, after that court date, we will possibly only have sentencing, which would have been the case if he would have took it to trial anyway. And let's talk about him taking this plea deal. Obviously, he know that he did it, okay? Period. Because any person of his stature, of course, right? Smarts and all this and that, you got a paid lawyer and all this and that. You guys swore you had a great case, right? Why is he pleading guilty to a plea deal? Anyway, I digress. I want to state this also. Since at this time, Brother Polight has not officially taken the plea deal in court, Brother Polight can change his mind between now and July 7th, and at the next court date decide that he wants to continue with trial, which would remove this plea deal off the table, and then we would continue trial. I really hope that they're not going to try to give him like a slap on the wrist or require him not to have to register as a sex offender going forward. I hope that he actually goes to prison. I hope that he has to register as a sex offender for at least a lengthy amount of time, if not life, which I believe every sexual offender that manipulates and attacks, grooms, or violates a child, I hope that they do have to register for life, and I hope that they never get out for life. I've also stated before that I believe that crimes against children should be dealt with more serious than what they actually are in current laws and statutes. But anyway, at first, when I heard that they're gonna do a joint continuance, I'm glad that my audio was muted because they would have heard me cussing up in that courtroom, child. But if he pleads guilty to this charge, royal family, it's a wrap for the conscious community. And I mean that. At the end of the day, the joint continuance in a situation like this where there's a plea deal offered and, the defense or the defendant is considering taking the plea deal, I just wonder how, Sonetta is gonna deal with the fact that Brother Polight will be taking a plea deal, entering a plea of guilty for whatever charges are set before him. So there's no wiggling out of this, okay? At the end of the day, a guilty plea is a guilty plea. Now, I still have faith in Dade County. Florida does not play with these type of cases. Now, again, the judge required him to be physically at court next court date. Now, again, the fact that he is getting a plea deal would possibly, obviously, remove some of the previous charges. Remember, he does have 4 lewd and lascivious on a minor between the ages of 12 and 16 and 16 and 18, I believe in 1 or 2 of them. That will remove possibly some of them, but at least if he gets charged with 1, it's over. It's a wrap. Like I said, a guilty plea is a guilty plea. That will be 1 more sexual predator that we know of that came out of the HOK. Now in other news, we're still gonna talk about Polight, but let's add Sonetta and Unk from the Amun-Ra squad. So they had some type of interaction where Unk from the Amun-Ra squad was upset about Chris Harris being supported by Sonetta. Long story short, Sonetta made some statements towards the end of the conversation about Brother Polight's case. He claims that he will be interviewing Brother Polight and is basically trying to minimize this plea deal situation, okay? Now, shout out to Abstract, who came into the premiere of the original Brother Polight June 21st, 2023 pre-trial video that I created and premiered earlier today, for letting me know about this conversation. Let's take a look at that conversation now. Let's go.
Who is it?
Well, you already know, brother. I'm gonna disagree with you 100% on this. And the reason I'm disagreeing with you is because Chris took a stand to stand up and defend and say something. Chris, I only been with Chris for like damn near not even a year. But I've been with a lot of y'all, you, Garfield, from Shaka up most to Jabari to damn near all of y'all. Not one of y'all in my defense came out and made any attempt to clap back at any of these niggas. I had to stand up and fight for myself. And I'm quite sure all of y'all saw that. But I was out there fighting and swinging and banging by myself. I couldn't just let it go when people saying the HOK is pedophiles and this and that. Nobody stood up. The only one that stood up first was Sister Nepal. She stood up in my defense and came out and made a video. And guess what? She even said, yo, where's your people at? Where they at? And then I hear Chris coming out. I don't see Garfield. I don't see Shaka. I don't see Jabari. I don't see a lot of the people that came through the HOK, brother.
Talking about me right now, though.
Have you ever made a video in my defense, brother?
No, nigga, I went up on a nigga's show and told him, don't do that. Don't talk that talk about you and me about that. Don't put, I say, yo, this man got a program and he can interview who he wants to, just like NBC and ABC interview people. That don't mean they doing that shit. Yeah, I named him Frenchie. Matter of fact, I told you don't bring the nigga on your show because he was talking shit about me and Smash, but you did it anyway. And guess what? When you did it anyway, Saab, hold on, Saab, when you did it anyway, y'all started beefing that day. Voodoo, nigga.
No, that's not voodoo. It's been many times.
I'm just playing, but that's the day y'all started acting.
It's been many times, that you brought people on your program that I didn't fuck with.
No,
so what are you talking about, brother?
I'm talking about Frenchie right now.
Yeah,
said,
right. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to show you that you brought people on your program that I didn't fuck with. Remember? Oh man, what's the Wujaro? I hate that nigga. I couldn't stand that nigga. And you said I still don't. And you know I didn't.
You had him on your show.
But, no, brother, that's because I didn't know who he was until he started banging. And then I would even tell you that, yo, who the hell is this nigga? Right?
The nigga you keep having on your show.
And then watch this.
Go ahead. So you gonna play Buja.
When me and Sarah Sunseti fell out, whose side was you on? You was with Sarah Sunseti. You
when?
You know what I mean?
You talking about 14 years ago? Lord.
You were banging on me.
Yeah. That's how far we go back. Yeah,
no,
right.
but see, I'm trying to tell you. When you say you told me not to bring Shaka on, brother, I can do the same with you. We both made mistakes, brother.
Oh no.
Yeah, and now look at where it's at now. No, but see, the truth of what I'm saying is, I appreciate the brother Chris. We shouldn't try to put the brother down at any form because hold up. What you should say, because he gave you props.
No,
he said, I'm not banging on my brother. I want y'all to know that. I'm not really going in on my brother.
Tell the truth though, yo.
He did say that, brother.
Nah, he tried to say that you ain't make me tell the truth.
He didn't see you do a video. That's all he was saying.
I didn't have to do a video, nigga. I went on a nigga. I showed up.
Right, but at the same time, he was saying, he ain't see you do a video, but I'm not banging on my brother. But what it is y'all were supposed to protect the foundation.
I did.
You have a whole team out there. Why should I be out there fighting these niggas by myself? Trying to tear down not only what I built, but what we built.
I know. Thank you.
We all built.
Hold on. I want to get this straight to the people listening, yo. You ain't make me, yo. Can you tell the people that
I never said I made you, brother. No, I didn't make you.
Yeah, I ain't never just.
No, I never made you. I never made you, brother.
It's like I never made you.
All I'm saying is I shouldn't have been the one out there fighting, and I know you see me banging.
Cause you hard-headed.
Why am I hard-headed?
What I say, yo? I say, yo, it's a free commercial. Shut up. Don't say nothing to the nigga.
Nah, you can't do that, brother.
We can. That's our rule we made, remember?
Stop.
Okay, anyway.
You lose the wig, brother. I seen you bang, brother, when somebody called your name. And guess what, Guess what? Sonetta came out and defended you. Sonetta came out and defended Shaka. Sonetta came out and defended all his people. I'm more loyal loyal. Hold on. I'm more loyal to my brothers than y'all are to me, brother. And
you feel that way about me?
No, to everybody.
No, we're talking about me. Let's deal with me and you right now. Because I want to let you know.
Hear me out, man. It's not a diss to you, brother.
It is on this situation. It really is.
I think that I'm more loyal to you, yes, than you are to me.
Really,
I have a little edge on you because I would defend you. I'm not letting nobody bang on you. Nobody.
None of you don't listen to me, yo. So I always let you get smashed up when you just hard-headed. Don't listen. And I'm gonna tell you why you hard-headed. I said, yo, don't mess with that nigga right there. You brought him on the show, then y'all started beefing on the show.
But I don't know who the nigga is. I wanted to see for myself. I don't know who the nigga is.
How the hell would you say? Okay, hold on. So you didn't listen. Hold on. So then I went on his show.
Nah, you waited until I had him on the show first, and then
you know who not.
No, he was on the show till you seen it.
All right, so you ain't. So let me say this though. Let me make this point though, sir. I went on his show, yo, and defended you, nigga.
Okay.
Chris, hold on. Chris go on his show and started drinking coffee and tea with him. What are you talking about? That's my point, yo. I go on there and start banging on him, yo. So I'm just letting you know that I went up on the show and I defended our honor as men because I know you're not a pedophile, bro. I know you don't support none of that shit, bro. I'm the nigga that defended you on that, yo. Even when you changed your mind on some polite shit and went back and forth, I said, come on, yo, the nigga tripping. He don't fuck with that at all. That's me. Like, Chris is trying to get some out. What he doing right now?
No, I appreciate the brother. Even though whatever he's doing, I appreciate it. And I don't think it should be disrespected on what he did. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it should be looked as funny or mockery.
Why am I thinking that though?
He's defending the HOK. He's defending me. He's defending my name. He's defending my honor. So why laugh at that? Why bang on the brother for that? You know?
Mention my name as if I didn't do it.
He mentioned your name as though he's banging on you, brother. No, he didn't.
Don't mention my name about what I'm not doing because I don't do shit the way
you my man 50 grand regardless.
All right,
you're the one that brought this and told me I need to do this and I need to do. You told me that
all day.
You told me how to do this YouTube shit, brother.
All day. They act like this.
You would smash Rockwell. Yeah, because my channel wasn't monetized. I didn't care about none of that. What I cared about was just getting in here and banging, and I lost like damn near 5 channels, right?
Yep.
Because I was so goddamn hard. I had to learn how this YouTube shit is. Am I right or wrong?
Mm-hmm.
I was going so hard that YouTube was like, they would let me get up to 90-something thousand views or subscribers, and they would take my channel. I'd be like, oh, you God damn it. I was going in so hard on the white man and the Jews, you know? And I was like Seti doing now. That's why they still taking Seti channel because he ain't learned how to switch up yet, you know?
So listen, I appreciate him taking up for you a little bit more than I'm thinking he should be taking up because it sounds wild to me. But I'm a different guy. But as soon as he said,
don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he took up for me more than you have. That's not what I'm saying, brother.
No, you're not. But I'm saying this situation.
You never made. That's what he's saying. He never seen me make a video. That's what he's saying.
I know. I did make the video. I went live with the nigga Shaka. That's the video.
Oh.
I popped up on a nigga. What nigga saw that ain't like that? I ain't like that. You tripping? And I went all the way in, nigga. Yeah. This situation. So I don't gotta make a video. I pops up on niggas and look them in their eyes and tell them. That's all, yo. So Chris need to stop that, yo. Felt like he tried to use my name to get some brownie points for you. And I'm glad he made a video and did all that. Whatever, nigga. I ain't buying it though. How about that?
It's all right. It's all right, brother.
Appreciate that, bro. People, I don't even like when a person puts scam and your name in the same sentence.
Right. Let me say this real quick.
I like that.
I want to get the people prepared. I'm not going to tell you nothing what's going on. I'm going to let you see for yourself. I had a nice long talk with Brother Polight last week. The case and everything. It's going to be when he go back to court. He told me don't say nothing. He's going to make a guest appearance on my channel.
He told me don't say nothing. He's going to make a guest appearance on my channel.
And he's going to let everybody know what's going on. I just want to say that to get the people pumped up and ready. I ain't going to tell them. So that just get them ready for it, you know? I just want to get y'all ready for it. All right, I'm going to get out of here. All right, go ahead, man. Carry on. The case and everything.
Now, honestly, I'm not really surprised that Sonetta is still trying to minimize this case. It seems like he's going to try to minimize and represent Brother Polight, quote unquote, on the brother part, back into the conscious community. Now, I do hope that the conscious community is still conscious enough to remember that they have proof that this man got 6 semen stains on a child. I hope that they remember the charges, period, point blank, and remember how, spicy and full of life that Polight was, as well as Sonetta about Brother Polight being innocent in this situation. Now, again, he could still go to court on July 7th and demand a trial. However, the fact that he is taking a plea after boasting and trying to minimize the case, he's taking a plea. I'm just, wow. And then you got Sonetta again trying to minimize the situation. Sonetta, just admit that you're a pedophile enabler. Now, I have never said that Unc from the Amin Ra Squad was a pedophile. I don't think he's talking to me with that. But also, Sonetta was not alone in any of that. People had his back. People were doxing or trying to dox several people that were calling him out, including me. All the lies and slander that he put on me and Uncle Suge because we were going the fuck in the hardest. Now, at the end of the day, regardless, right, the charges will be amended based on the plea deal. But at the end of the day, I don't know no person in this type of situation with a sexual offense on a child that's just gonna plead out. That's ridiculous and stupid. And remember, Brother Polight claims to be so conscious, so woke, so intelligent, so intellectual that he should be able to fight this case. Correct? Anyway, Royal Family, you guys know that if you're watching this live, we are going to do an open panel. But if you are watching the no commentary version of this, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe so that you can get all notifications when I go live or premiere or drop a video. Much love. Stay you, stay royal, stay uncompromisable, and please stay woke because you will see me or hear my voice in another video. And if you're watching this live, open panel, baby. Let's get it. I want to hear from y'all. How do you guys feel about this case and this situation at this time? Let's go.